J Nix Flies Down Radio.
DJ Cash, the Fly Haitian Kid.
And you know, we always have famous people rolling around, you know what I'm saying, coming to town, rocking with the Dirty Boys. It's always exclusive, man.
Come on, this is what we do.
Who we got today, Cash?
Got Rotimi in the building.
Rotimi's in the building.
Did I pronounce that right? I pronounced it right?
Yes, you did, brother.
Ro and Timmy.
That's definitely African, isn't it?
It's Nigerian. It's
Rotimi.
Rotimi now.
Hey.
Well, you Haitian though, so we kind of we same people though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Same tribe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
tribe.
shit what you guys are talking about.
Hey, don't jealous me.
I wish I could be a part of you guys.
Akata man.
I
Now,
wish
what
you
this
guys
means?
could be my brother too, because I wanted to know my people.
I don't know what accent
Don't
that
worry,
is.
we will get you.
I
don't know what that was.
I got a Haitian, I got some Atlanta niggas, and I got an African. So and I'm from St. Louis, so it's all messed up.
We'll get you an up and down.
I'll get you now. Yeah.
I don't know what you say. So tell me what you got going on, man.
Man, well, you know, Power's coming up June 25th, so that's gonna be a movie.
How is that, man? How does that go? How's that experience?
I mean, Power, bro, it speaks for itself at this point, man. It's like easily the best TV show on TV.
This is my question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you sometimes, since Power is such a big show,
Yeah.
and you play such an important role,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, in the show, is it hard for you to transition between like music and Power? Like, do they just think you're that character on Power all the time?
At first, like season 2 and a little bit of 3 they did, but now that I'm doing so many different things, like I'm doing other movies too. You know,
Okay.
I've done other stuff. So like, and also like the record that I just put out, Nobody, is doing well enough that people were like, yo, now they're doing research on the music that I did put out.
Okay.
So it's all happening simultaneously, and it's like Power put the platform for me, you know, playing Dre and everything like that. It's put the platform for me, but it's also now making people be like, yo, who is this kid?
Right.
And when they see it, they see, oh snap, he does music, he does all this, he does.
But you've been
everything.
doing music before acting, right?
Yeah, I was doing music, bro. I grew up singing, bro. Like that was what I did. Like acting was only because I was trying to get bread out of college.
I heard like your first acting gig was a major gig, and that was the first experience
ever
with acting.
Yes, 4 years ago, bro. I just graduated college, dog, and we were doing at the time I was doing a college tour, performing, but that was enough money to get what we needed to get to survive for real. So then we were just trying to get a commercial, bro. Like it was really just trying to get a commercial, but the audition that my agency had given me was really for a starring role in this show called Boss.
Wow.
So I walked in not knowing that I was going in to get a lead character, and I booked it. So now Kelsey Grammer, who plays, I don't know if y'all know Kelsey, who plays Frasier.
Yeah, Frasier. Yeah.
So
And Cheers.
and Cheers. And he basically took me under his wing and said, you know what, I'm going to teach you acting. You just have a natural gift. So my first episode of Boss was my first acting class.
Wow.
So I'm like learning where the marks are. I'm learning where the camera, how to look, little tricks to do this, where my trailer's supposed to be, what are the sides. Like it was a full out class. So people go on Netflix now and watch that. That's my first acting class, whatever episode that was.
So how nervous was you? Like, was it one of those things like,
know what?
I am about to shit my pants?
Nah, bro, you know, for me, it wasn't even that, because at the time I didn't care about it. Just be real, I didn't care about it enough. I was just happy to have a bag. Like it was just like, all right, you making
Show me
some
the
money. It was just like, all right, cool, if it goes, it goes, because I didn't have a passion for it at that time. So when I realized like, oh snap, like everybody's paying attention to this, and I'm around professionals like that are doing it for 20 years, you step your game up. So maybe halfway through the season, when I started like really paying attention to what was going on, that's when it hit me like, all right, this is kind of nerve wracking, bro. Like it's a lot. You better kill it before people start seeing this and you're not doing your job.
Right. So
Since music was your first love,
Yeah,
like if your music just goes
bonkers.
super popping,
Yeah.
you give up movies?
No, not at all.
bet not.
Hell no.
I'm not gonna let
that
you give it
money.
up.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? He might
No.
be like, this is what I really wanted.
No,
you know?
no. Again, like my big brother's a Jamie Foxx, and it's so funny how my life works, bro. Like my big brother's Jamie Foxx. I'm working with a 50 who does both.
Right.
Tip is like, you know, on my single, you know, so it's like it's just God putting everybody who's done both in my life. So I'm seeing how it can be done and the way to do it.
Right.
I used to fight it, like, you know, I used to be like, nah, but acting's doing this, and what about the music? Pay attention here. Tyrese said it best, bro. He said, like, look, man, God has a plan for you. Use all aspects of it, because when it hits, it's gonna hit, and it's just make it undeniable when it does.
So what was the whole process of you even landing a role on Power as Drake?
Yo, the thing was, bro, like, again, it's just my story so organic, bro. Like, so when Courtney Kemp, she was writing the script for Power, she was watching the show that I was on. She was watching Boss, and she was like, yo, I like that kid. And so she always kept me in mind for when she was creating Power. So season 1 had happened, and I was working on something else. So when season 2 came, she was like, "Yo, I like this. I like this kid. Let me see if he's available." And she started writing down what she would think this Dre character would be. It's kind of like a young Ghost. She wanted to make it. So she was like, "This is the only person I could think of." But Stars was basically saying, "All right, we know you like Rotimi, but let's see who else is out there too. Let's test everybody." So I tested everybody, and it kept coming back to me. It kept coming back to my audition. And she was like, "That's the kid I wanted." So it just happened. Like, she saw me 2 years before. I happened to be free at the same time.
Wow.
And, I had to, do my thing in audition. And
Talk about destiny.
destiny,
boy.
bro. It's all destiny. Even the way music happened with Fifth. Like, I never came up to Fifth and said, "Yo, listen to my music." It happened where the A&R of G-Unit came to a session randomly and heard the song I had at the time, Lotto. And he was like, "Yo, come to the office." I didn't know it was part of G-Unit. So it was just like, I'm already working on Power. So it all came together.
How did that conversation happen? Did you have to get jumped in? You know how 50 is, man.
Nah, it wasn't even like that. It was Tony G, who was the head A&R over at G Unit, came to my session randomly, heard my records, brought me to G Unit the next day. 50 happened and walked in and was like, "Yo, little bro, what are you doing here?" I was like, "Yo, Tony heard my records yesterday." Like, he was like, "Play it." And I played him 3 records, and he was like, "Yo, let's do the deal. This is it." Like,
Word.
So you're G Unit?
Yeah, like a Empire and G-Unit, yeah.
That's
Summer
kinda
Empire, yeah.
So, like, Dre is such a hard character. You know what I'm saying? Kills people. Murderer. And then you sing.
Yeah.
How does that go, man? Tell me
Because
about
acting.
that.
It's acting.
I know that, but you know how sometimes so many characters, and it's when you act so well and do
Yeah.
such a good
It's a
job,
blessing, yeah.
do people tend to treat you like you're really Dre? Like when you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
oh, watch out, he might kill you.
Oh, yeah,
You know?
100%. But the thing is, yo, like, it's so ill because, can I curse on here? I don't know.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
We take him. Go ahead, bro.
All right, so yeah, it's like all the real niggas, right? Like, they fuck with Dre.
Right.
Because he represents making it from nothing to something. Like, if you remember, he came on doing bullshit for Fifth. You
Right.
know what I mean? Now he's like in a suit. He's working for the top dude in the city. So he represents everything that they would want to be, subconsciously. So everybody, when they see, is like, "Yo, Dre, and that's what it was initially. Now it's like, oh snap! I don't know. I think this year something switched where maybe it's because of the movies I've done, or just now they paying attention to
See you
who
as
is
a bigger.
Rotimi. You know what I mean? Now they're like, "Yo, bro, like, and the music is popping, bro." Like, so it's becoming that now in 2017, which it's now organically building that way.
Right.
So at first, of course, bro, 'cause that's all I had. You know, in terms of notoriety, that's what you're gonna go by. But as time is going, and it makes me work harder. Really.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
So projects coming out.
Yeah.
Got the single with T.I.
Yeah.
What other projects we looking forward to? I mean, is it a mixtape you working on?
So we got so the record right now that we pushing, we just dropped it and it's doing really well. It's called Nobody, featuring T.I. and 50. And the project comes out midsummer, like mid-July, while the show is going on, and it's called The Other Side. And it's just basically just showing what I'm dealing with as a new celebrity, as a dude now getting a different type of attention. Right. DMs popping a little bit more. Issues going on.
Always a good
You
thing.
know what I'm saying? So
Mamacitas.
hey, yes, bring it. But but you know what I mean? It's just basically just the perspective of a new dude just in the industry dealing with a lot of the shit that's going on.
Describe your style as an artist, though. 'Cause, like, you're Nigerian. Afrobeat is becoming like
100%, bro.
crazy.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
So you're gonna have that type of style on your music. Like, describe your style.
The thing is, I'll never disrespect Afrobeat because I didn't grow up doing it.
Right.
I'm from there. It's in me, but I don't want to fake that I know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when like WizKid's like one of my good friends. You know what I mean? So like we went on tour together. So I saw how he really embodies that. I have an accent. I have a Caribbean vibe because I grew up listening to Bob Marley. Right. I grew up listening to Fela Kunte. You know what I mean? So I listened to Lauryn Hill. So like that's where Fela, you know what I'm saying? That's what I grew up listening to. So when it's my style is, my voice is very strong. I took a lot of Usher's falsettos and added it to my game. But like I just love stories, But I can dibble and dabble in the Afro beats, but not necessarily my style.
It wasn't
if you
playing
if you
Afrobeat
cool with
in
Wizkid,
Jersey.
you can always do a feature.
Oh, that's what we're working on right
You can
now.
always touch on
Me and
that.
Jadena working on a record too for my project.
Crazy.
too.
Jadena's
He
definitely
Nigerian too,
intelligent.
right?
That's my fam. Yeah. He's Nigerian. Yeah.
Oh, you light skinned Nigerian dude.
Yeah, I don't know what happened,
What happened
bro.
to startup?
They left him into the sun too long. He turned into a raisin.
Black is good. Don't worry, you are good.
Good. All right.
This is my friend.
How you gonna talk about the nigga that's
I know, it doesn't matter. Can you see me in my glasses? We love you, Starter.
fuck you?
We call him the resident African. That's what we
Oh.
call him. He's our resident
Ah.
African.
Nice that boy now.
My guy.
You have a room for me now. All right, my brother.
So it's with the music and everything. How's it?
Yeah.
What is it like working with 50? Because everybody has this imagination or
Yeah.
I guess thought of how 50 works, how 50 moves. How is it working with 50?
Because I pictured it like this. I pictured
Tell
this
me,
how
yeah.
you got on G Unit.
Uh-huh.
You finished the scene. He heard you singing. He was like, "You work for G Unit now."
Right. Hey, you want to stay on power? Sign.
Yeah.
This line right here.
Exactly.
Your ass is gone.
Nah.
He's not a bully.
Nah, never, not at all, bro.
Okay.
The thing is, people don't understand that when it comes down to Fifth, like he's not the type to start anything. Like he just feels like if he has to defend himself, he's gonna defend himself.
Right.
So, but if
He
he's gonna
starts some
defend,
things.
okay,
It's funny though when he does.
Yeah,
that.
he does. It's very-
when he does, but like it's when he does, it's usually fun. Like it just turns into something crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But in terms of like him, bro, like the Fifth I got to know for 2-3 years, man, like is the smartest businessman ever, and is one of the kindest people. Like when it came down to, he was like, bro, like we'll do a deal, we'll do a situation, but let's tailor it to whatever you personally want, what makes sense for you. And like I want to use this power platform for you because I hear what's gonna happen in the next 2-3. It's 2 years ago, 2-3 years, 4 years for you. So let's do it the right way and at your terms. So when somebody talking like that, one of the a legend, a living legend, believes in you, like it can't get better than that, bro. So it was not. It's not that. But I've seen him turn it up where he had to go to
Right.
the Fifth that everybody know. But in terms of like business and when it come down to it, like on set, he's the biggest clown. You
Right.
feel me? Like he's the biggest clown when it comes down to everything.
Now, movies.
Yeah.
What other movies or TV shows we can be looking for you?
So I did a movie that came out a month ago called Deuces.
Okay.
With Lorenz Tate, Megan Good, Lance Gross, that did pretty well on Netflix. Burning Sands got people talking about the whole fraternity life. That was pretty dope. And I did a movie called Imperial Dreams. And I just finished a movie that I filmed in Cleveland with Bruce Willis.
Wow.
Yeah, and Mike Epps actually. So like it's pretty moving. Like it's pretty dope, bro.
So let me ask you a question. As far as being actors, just for everybody that's out there that might wanna act,
Yeah.
the money compensation, how does that work? Is it like you have to do a certain time of many years before you start getting some big money? Like how does that work? Because a lot of people honestly think that once you get on TV, you just rich.
No, it depends on how. Like if you're a main character, they give you a number per episode. So if I'm doing 10 episodes, I'm gonna get a consistent number per episode.
Right.
I get paid every week.
Right.
Because we film, it takes about 8 days to film one episode on Power.
Oh wow.
So like they shoot it like a movie, bro. It's crazy. Like it takes time to do this. So like 8 to 12 days, you get another check for every episode that you do. If you're a guest star, you get paid for the episode you do. If you're background, you get paid daily, I think it is.
Okay.
But like but yeah, once you get, so now if you get a show, if you're on a show and it gets to a certain level where it's like maybe season 5, season 6, then they give you like a deal of, okay, this is what you're gonna make this year. So that's how they kind of break it down.